Hi, today we'll be assembling the IKEA ALEX drawers, and they are a 5-drawer cabinet. They are 36 centimeters by 70 centimeters, and they will be finished in the grey colour. Now they're very popular at the moment and used in a lot of desk builds, which we'll be doing, which I'll show you later on. The tools we'll be using are a regular screwdriver, a fillet screwdriver and a hammer. So let's open the pack and let's get assembling. So that's everything laid out there now and checked. You've got the cabinet top and bottom, the cabinet back, the two sides with the drawer runners on, the drawer fronts, two small ones and the larger three. You've got the drawer sides for the larger drawers, drawer sides for the smaller drawers, the backs, the bases, fitting pack, screw fitting pack there with all the cams and dowels that you'll need, and you've got the instructions. So your step through process. That's all you'll need. So let's put them together. Okay, so that's the long screws for the cams, locking cams fitted. You've got 3 on either side there. So I've fitted those on both the cabinet sides, the drawer sides. So the next thing to do is grab the small wooden dowels, and they fit in the ends. So we've got one there, we'll just press that in. Let's give that a little tap with a hammer. Halfway, not too far. Same on the other. Just make sure that you get those in the right holes and not the holes for the cams. So that's 2 on there. We've got 2 on the other side and the same again with the other. So I'll go ahead and fit those. That's all the dowels fitted to the cabinet sides, the top and the bottom. So the next thing to do is find the cabinet back, and again we've got 2 dowels to fit either side. Same process, push the dowels in, just give them a gentle tap with a hammer halfway. Same on this side and the same on the other side. Now that we have all the dowels installed, we need to look for the cams, and you can see we've got 2 sizes of cams. We've got the larger cams and the smaller cams. It's the larger cams that we'll be looking for, so we'll take those and place them inside. The arrow needs to be facing the locking screw side, so you can see there's a little arrow on there. Hopefully the camera will pick that up. So we'll install all these in situ. There we are. Same on the other side. Now the next thing we need to do, we need to install our drawer back. So very carefully we just place the screws in the cam positions and the dowels. Just press it down, make sure there's no gaps along the sides, and get your regular screwdriver and just turn your cam until in locking position. That's 1, So you can feel these gripping and pulling it together. That's the same. There you go. We'll do the same for the other drawer side. Now that's the sides and the back installed, so the next thing we need to do, we need to put the screws again, the cam screws, into the top and the bottom pieces. So you've got 6 screws in total, 3 on either side. So as we shown earlier, just a case of putting them in those holes. Always the first one, middle one and the last one, and we'll do that the same on the other side, and we'll get ready to assemble the top and the bottom. So that's the screws fixed in position. So the next thing we do again is grab our cams, arrow facing the front, just place them in position. Same for the other side. So now we grab our base, same thing, just line all the holes up, make sure it all lines up. Press it to. Same on that side, make sure you've no gaps. Grab your regular screwdriver and tighten your cams. Same on the other side. Right, now just to add, before I move on, the base is pre-drilled with these 4 holes for caster wheels, so to make it mobile. Now also you notice these 4 pre-drilled holes, they do supply an Allen key and a self-tapper. Now this can also be used on the top for putting your worktop on. So basically you've got these screws that come through the drawer cabinet, will grip your worktop and lock your worktop in place to stop it sliding. Now I won't be using that on my method because I will be fitting drawer furniture legs, furniture risers to the worktop, which I'll be showing you later, or maybe in another video on the desk build. But I do think that's a really good idea, and it's often overlooked in a lot of these assemblies. So we'll move on to fitting the top, which is basically the same principle, and get this cabinet sides, top, bottom completed. Then we'll move on to the drawers. Next, drawer assembly. So what do we need? Large drawers. So you've got your drawer front, you've got your sides which fit in the runners, you've got your back, your base with these 2 small cutouts at the back there, just see those go towards the back of the drawer. The bits we'll be using this time, again, your 4 cam screws, 2 either side, your smaller cams this time, and these plastic self-tappers. Right, let's get this assembled. we're just going to slide the base into position. Put it down, just make sure them slots line up at the front. There we are. Just grab the back, slide it in one side, get in the other. Okay, so that's temporary held in there now. You can see that, hopefully, where it sits in there. So let's just make sure your base is lined up. Now, a different principle here with these, so we need to grab these self tappers and place them in there. Small hammer, just gently tap those into place. See it pulling line to the drawing. Don't need to over tap them. And again, simply on the other side. Right, that's your drawer built up. That's a larger drawer. You've got the smaller drawers now. Slightly different process for your smaller drawers, which I'll just show you now, just to keep this video a little bit shorter. I won't show you the process of assembling all the drawers now, but the difference on the smaller drawers is instead of using the 2 cam locks where we did on the larger drawers, you'll be using 1 cam lock and 1 dowel. That's all pre-drilled for you for the dowel. Same process, cam lock in there on the side and assemble away. Right, so we'll get these drawers assembled and I'll show you the final process of fixing them onto the runners. Next stage, that's all the drawers now assembled. So the larger drawers on the bottom and the smaller drawers on the top. So it's just a case now of locating these drawers on the runners, and what I prefer to do is just slide the drawer in. A bit difficult with one hand on the camera. Let's just switch that drawer, there we go. So slide them in, push the drawer all the way to the back. Now we just need to check those holes on the side for the locking screws are lined up with the thread. Yeah, that looks good. So now we grab our 2 locking screws, quite simply. Add that through. Get your Phillips screwdriver. Tight that through. See if the thread's gripping there, don't over tighten those. Only a thin thread. Same on the other side. Grab the screwdriver, just tighten that up. We are. Let's try that. And exactly the same for the other 4 drawers. So I'll get on with that and I'll show you the finished product. So that's all finished, and I must say, quite pleased with that. A lot of room in those drawers. The build quality is really good. Quite impressed with IKEA, definitely impressed there. And also the quality control. We've all done these flat packs etc before. We've all used various companies for these flat packs, and every now and again the most frustrating thing is you're either short of something, you're missing a cams, you're missing a couple of cams, you're missing a couple of screws, whatever. But this has been absolutely spot on, everything has been perfect. and I do appreciate that. Companies going the extra mile to make sure we've got everything we need, everything's checked, and yeah, so I'm really pleased with that, and I shall be moving on to the next video shortly, where I'll be fitting the karlby worktop to the top of these to make a desk out of it, and I'll hopefully do another video in the not too distant future to show you that. And as always, I do hope this video has been of help to somebody out there, you guys and girls. That's the main reason for doing these videos, just make life a bit easier for anybody who's doing any of these DIY projects, etc. If you did enjoy it, I would appreciate a thumbs up, it does help, and please subscribe for future videos. Again, thanks for watching.